So if you're trying to eat healthy or you're on a weight loss journey and you're looking for a lunch inspiration or a meal inspiration generally, I've got you covered in this video. So my husband has been on a weight loss journey and I've been helping him like prepare some nice delicious meals for him. And in today's video, I'll be showing you guys what I made for him for lunch. So over here, I've got some pork chops and I've got that chicken drumstick, which those are the things I have. I just want to air fry everything at the same time. So I just spice this up in Kenju seasoning, just a spice blend of oregano, garlic powder, onions powder, paprika, salt, just all those nice stuff. Yeah, I just like to do all the mix. It makes it easy for me to spice up my meat rather than bringing them one at a time individually. No, so I just air fry this for about 30 minutes, or depends. Yeah, just depend on your air fryer. And then moving on, I'm just going to do a quick stir fry. I've got some olive oil, onions, and some garlic granules. So I'm just going to saute this for about 2 to 3 minutes, depending on how you want it to be. And after that, I'm going to add in some blanched sliced kales. So you want to blanch the coy kales. If not, you're going to have a pool of water in this stir fry, so you don't want that. So prepping my vegetables like kales ahead of is one of the things that make cooking easy for me and also lessen the time spent in the kitchen. So I've just freshly prepped these kales. The rest are going to the freezer. So I added some of my spice blend and I'm just going to cook these kales for 1 minute. So you don't want to overcook the kales because we want to retain nutrients and let it remain fresh. So after that, I just added a little bit of seasoning cube. You can add some chicken bouillon, you can add some chicken vegetable stock like powder, anything you want to add, just taste. You can add some salt, but just be careful with the salt. And over here, the proteins are ready. The pork chop and the chicken drumstick looking all nice, tasty and juicy. So the vegetables are ready, the proteins are sorted, and then for the source of carb, I thought of using this split chickpea, which is also called chana dal. I think the Indians call it chana dal. So this is just simply chickpea that the outer skin has been removed and the peas are being split. This is so good. Oh my god, this is a very good source of protein. It has a reasonable amount of carb, but it's a good source of protein. I've got other recipe on chickpea, you need to check it out. So anyway, for this one, I had to just boil the chickpea, put it in your pressure pot, and it cooks in 20 minutes or thereabouts. So I always cook it with my pressure pot so it doesn't take too long. I've not considered cooking it in regular pot, but this split chickpea, if you've not tried it, you need to try it. I've got amazing review on this. Then moving on, I need to sort out the sauce we're going to use for this. So over here, this was a long time ago I made this stew, tomato based stew, just pepper, spicy, hot and spicy stew. Just onions in your pan, saute the onions. Remember to add oil in moderation, olive oil, sunflower oil, whatever oil, they all have calorie in them, so you need to add in reasonable portion. So just saute onions, pepper, tomatoes. I've got a recipe. If you want that, I'm going to drop that. This stew is super spicy, so I'm going to take in a bit of this stew because after making this stew, I put them in my freezer for times like this. I just take a little and then I use it. So prepping meals like this is one of the ways that I tend to save time in the kitchen. I don't have to start cooking stew or making a stew base at this point. In fact, making this food for my husband, this lunch I made for him on this day, just took like, I think 30 minutes. Yeah, so I'm trying to plate this up for him, which is where you need to plate in moderation. So we need to add more of vegetables. So the sauteed, the stir fried kales, I'm adding more of it, and then about 3 scoops of the chickpea. Yeah, the chickpea is healthy. The chickpea is a good source of protein and fiber, but you don't want to go overboard with that. But yeah, you need to eat more of vegetables, and that will help keep him full for long. So how you plate your food, that's your fiber, your protein, your carbohydrates, your fat, it all depends on what you're trying to achieve. So if you're on a maintenance, if you're on a weight loss, the portion all matters. So even if you're not on a diet, like you're not trying to lose weight, there is nothing stopping you from eating like a portion of food like this. So this is what we call balanced diet. So I added like 3 scoops of that chickpea because this is what he's going to eat for lunch and dinner. This is the only meal of the day he's going to have. So yeah, it's okay, it's perfect for him. So moving on, I'm going to scoop out a little of that stew. This stew is super spicy. The oil is in moderation, as you guys could see. This is where some people get it wrong. You can make your stew in a way whereby it will be bad for you. So you need to cut down on the oil you're using, whether olive oil, sunflower oil, palm oil. They're all healthy, but try and cut down on the quantity you use. So I added a little bit of the stew, I think about 3 scoops, because it's really spicy. He might just use half of it. And then I'm going to add protein, because you need protein for your muscles. You need enough protein. So while you're eating the protein, you need to cut down on the carbs, little carbs, more fiber, and then that's a simply balanced diet. So did you find this video really helpful? If you find this really helpful, just give it a thumbs up, a heart, drop a nice comment, and don't forget to share out my videos. Thank you so much for your love and support, and see you guys in my next video. Bye. And before I forget, your kids should not be left out in meals like this. They should eat normal food, like real food like this, not some certain food that is only kids that are meant to eat that because it's sweet, they need sugar. No, your kids should eat normal balanced diet like this. Vegetables, good source of carb, protein. They need the protein, not only carbohydrate. They need the protein. And anyway, thank you. Bye. See you guys later.